boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, here, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. My friends, I'm joined by one of America's top authors. I'm joined by Cincinnati, Ohio's own Lawrence Stripling. Stripling, thank you for spending some time with us on The Scoop.
Glad to be here.
Good. I'm glad there. Stripling is also a marijuana stock investor, and he's been in the game for a while, and one of the stocks that we've spoken about that was a spin-off last year, he knows a little bit about it because he's into it and he's holding it right now, and it's in the technology area. So, why don't you tell us about that stock there a little bit?
Well, it's Next Tech AR, and they actually do IR, like all the 3D, taking 2D objects, make them a 3D, and it's like they have educational programs, they have patents on 4 different areas going with the artificial intelligence.
AI is a big thing. And the fact that they were a spin-off from what company?
Future Farm. Future Farm had those, and they seemed like they had big potential and everything, but they just didn't make it. They did okay, but then they had a spin-off and they went to the technology sector, and it looks like Next Tech is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah. You know, they were one of our first companies that we were looking at early on in like maybe 16, 15, I don't know, 17. They were one of those early companies, and it was really good to see them do a spin-off. So you got, what, hundreds of shares free?
Yes.
Great.
I think it started out about 18 cents, and then they jumped all the way up to about 250.
Oh.
Now it's trading about 134. It's just not quite getting the volume, and I guess that we're just waiting for it to, get the bigger people in there and get more investors.
Maybe a little institutional once they get their augmented stuff together, once they get everything together with them.
Right, and their earnings were astronomical, like because they've only started in October. It was October of 2018, I think it was, when they did the spinoff. So they're only a year old, a little over a year old. So within that year, it's like they've just been breaking all kind of records.
A lot of these marijuana companies, especially, there's not a lot of earnings out there right now with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Are you anticipating any additional, like I know my Scoop subscribers, we've been looking around and we anticipate some spin-offs and some spin-outs because a lot of these companies are not making any money.
Right.
So it's kind of a rough time right now in the industry. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe, little red button there. We'd love to have you on board. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there and you're enjoying telecast there. We don't have a lot of guests on, but we do have guests that add a lot of value to the show, especially when they're from different parts of the country. Now, Ohio, what are they doing out in Ohio right now? It's legal, right? And
yeah, they just got in. They got a couple of dispensaries, and they have a few, I think 3 outside of Cincinnati and Cincinnati-Dayton area. And it's picking up. I really haven't heard much about it, or because I've just been kind of off the radar with that a little bit.
Okay.
When it first came out, everybody's really excited about it. And, I don't know. It's like I just haven't really been keeping up with that.
But still, the excitement is there, though. About,
yes, the excitement's there. And, yeah, especially after some of the companies that were coming out of Denver. And with the legislation that they sent there, was last year. I think they had some stuff come through, and so Ohio was thinking that they would probably get the same thing.
Yeah, I know that Dayton, Cincinnati, also Cleveland. There's probably Columbus. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff. I know. Who's that? You guys have your governor. And I think it's Senator. No, everybody I think is on board there. You got everybody on board. That's really, really good. You know, as far as the Washington effect goes, and we like to see states like Ohio get everybody on board, which is great. Yeah. Well, hey, have you been trading? You know, we've got this Owcp pharmaceutical research out of Israel that we started trading at about a penny. And yeah, it kind of bumped up today. It had a gap at under 3 pennies or so, and we were thinking that that gap would be filled, and it went down actually to about 3.5 pennies today. So, and it bumped back up, and I was impressed. This thing bumped from 3.5 pennies up to over 6 pennies today. So that was, yeah, it had a nice little bump today, a nice comeback, a nice turnaround. And I don't know if that was the turnaround, but we'll see tomorrow, or no, we'll see if that was the turnaround, because it could have been the turnaround for this stock. I don't know, my friends. I have to take a look at it. Been out all day, been talking to my authors who have come from all over the country, and it's been a beautiful, wonderful day, my friends. But is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody? Mom, dad, cousins, any sisters? Anybody? Anybody in Ohio?
There's folks back in Ohio, and want to get them look at your podcast a lot more, and start picking up the interest in the podcast and start taking this thing to the moon.
Take it to the moon. And tell us about a couple books, though. I didn't get a couple books that you're working on. What are you working on now?
A couple of sequels. I have a sequel to He Made My Mama Laugh, and there's another book. It was with a hit woman, kind of like a murder mystery kind of deal. And that one was called Amendment to Murder.
Amendment to Murder, yeah.
Yeah, pick up on that one. And then it's like just a lot of different interest, and a couple of books here with Mickey that we did, and kind of get those sequels going.
Get them going, huh? We got some things we're working on out there. Great. Well, you know, it's been a pleasure to have you, and we thank you very, very much for spending a few minutes here with The Scoop.
Yeah, good to be out here in Vegas.
Yeah, and we wish you the best of luck, sir. Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, and you enjoy your stay here in Vegas. Mickey D, on location, we're at a donut shop. We get it anywhere we can. Thank you guys for joining us. God bless you, and look forward to the next video coming up right now. Ciao.